Good morning. Switching cameras, taking the ball, and rolling it around. Cross the knuckles. Up the fingers. Press on the thumb pad. And the pinky thumb pads. Pinky pads. Sort of across the wrist. Interlace the fingers and compress. And release. And compress. And release. And then let's press with each of the fingers as best you can. And move into the other hand. And let's bounce it. And assessing the feet. Drop the ball and press down 3 times in the middle of the foot from the heel. Moving it up to the knuckles. Rolling it across the knuckles, rotating on the heel. And rolling it down the bones. Scribble. Three, two, one, and reassess. Move into the other foot. And up to the knuckles. Sliding across. Rolling down. And scribble. Three, two, one, and let's get that ball out of the way and reassess. Shake the tree. Or do the energy bounce. Which is what I'll do this morning. Three, two, one, center. 2 deep breaths. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. Center. Nice deep breath. And continue with some ocean wave breathing. Two breaths. Let's march in place. Good job. Thirty seconds left. Go all out, but you don't have to. Just pick it up a little bit if you can. You can sprint or do side jacks, which I'm going to do, or you can do alternate jacks, or you can do some squats, rapid squats. You can do it in 5, 4, just be safe. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Nineteen 20. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the hands. Bring it up. If you can do an extension, lean back. Coming forward. One side. And then the other. Back. Reach to the sky. And come down slowly. Press out at the chest. And come down. Hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers and come up. A little bit more. And down. Let's cross the arm at the neck and press. And the other arm. And one arm behind the back at the top, the other below. And I know a lot of you are having trouble touching fingers. So you can take, this is a sock, and just grab onto it. And alternately pull up with the top hand. Hold for about 5 seconds. And then pull down with the bottom hand. Hold for about 5 seconds. Let's do one more time. Up. And down. And I've got something we'll do with the pole later too. Let's go to the other hand on top. It's easier to put the sock in the top hand first and let it dangle and then grab it. Sock or towel or whatever you use. Up. And down, pull it down. Up. And down. We'll put that away. And extend the arms and rotate. And the other direction. And thumbs up and down, up and down. Up and down. Let's bring it in and shrug. And rotate back. And forward. And rotate the neck. And the other direction. Bring our hand over our head to the opposite ear and gently pull towards the shoulder. And then the other way. Nod. And look over one shoulder. And then the other. Bring our fingers up and pull back. Flip them down and pull back. Flop them over and press against the knuckles as you wiggle fingers. Same thing on the other side. And let's hinge at the waist, bend over. And bending the knees, slightly touch the floor if you can, and inch out into a pike. Stretch those calves by pushing back on the heels. And come forward on all fours, kneel down. Bring one foot up. Put both hands inside the foot. And bring one arm up in the world's greatest stretch. You can progress this but coming up on your toes, but you don't have to. And come back down. And then the other foot comes up. Hands are inside there. And come up. And down. Come forward and come down. Prone. Put your arms extended. Bring your leg up over your back. And come back. And the other side. And then roll over onto your back. So 1 foot on the floor, bring the other leg with the ankle across the knee. Put your hands behind the thigh of the leg whose sole was on the floor and pull it towards you, stretching the hip extensors. And down, and then press against the other knee away from you. And reverse the legs. Bring the other leg back. Let's go. And down, and press against the knee. And let's get up on all fours again. Come up into a pike, inch our way back. Hold there for a bit, stretching those hamstrings a little more. Come up slowly. Spread the legs apart, go in a lunge. Stretch the inner thigh. Other way. And let's grab a stick. Whoa, what happened there? I don't know what happened to my screen.
Somebody's screen sharing.
Yeah. I have no idea who. All right. Okay, we're back. Live and in person. Let's take the pole and roll out. And roll back in. And let's go horizontally or laterally. And the other direction. Punch out. flop the wrists. Switch the position, so your palms up, flop the wrists. Let's do some curls. Switch back, upward lunge. 1, we'll just do 3, 2, 3 in one direction. 1, 2, 3 in the other. All right, so here's something you can do with the pole to increase the mobility in your shoulder. This is from Bob and Ray, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet, in their opinion, of course, who I've talked about before. Hold the pole like so, and put it behind your back around the opposite shoulder. And then grab it behind with your palm facing away from the body. So this one, your palm is well, you can see, I'm at a loss for words for explaining it, but it's definitely facing away there. You may not want to hold it too in the middle, because you'll probably hit the ceiling, because you're gonna just start by going up and down with your arms. And if you can, extend that back arm out. You can bring this pole up over your shoulder if you want. And you can extend your arm out along the pole as you do. And just open up that shoulder a little bit. And then let's reverse positions. So we're on the other side. I'm going up and down to start, hitting the ceiling. And then bring it over the shoulder and slide it out. If you feel any pain, stop. Little mild discomfort, a little stiffness, that should be okay. Pain, nah. All right, let's bring it behind our backs. Twist at the waist. Stand back. Come up. Tuck in the chin and peck like a pigeon. Bring it forward. And we'll do 15 toe raises and heel raises, holding about a second. 2, 3, 4. 7. 10. 12. 13. 14. And 15. Good. Let's put the stick down. We're going to do a standing corset that we introduced last Monday, I think. It seemed to be popular. I'm going to start with a good morning. So you're just coming back like you're about to dive off the edge of a pool in a race and come up. 2, we'll do 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, and 12. And now a standing traveling row. So hinge at the hips slightly, bend your knees slightly, cross your hands and come back at a sort of a 45 to 30 to 45 degree angle from your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 12. Now just hand to opposite knee. Just bring it up as much as you feel comfortable. $11 and $12. A rotational punch. Keep your core engaged. You punch up sort of at a 45-degree angle. I think that's 6, 7. Do one more. And now just some cherry pickers. So you're going straight up, grabbing that cherry and coming down. And 2 more. I'm going to do windmills, which is coming down like so and then going to the other side. An alternative would just to be to do some modified jacks, like so. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. 1, 2, and 12 for me. Everybody's looks done. Okay, we'll do some knee drive. So it's alternate hand and knee as high as you can get. And still be comfortable. Might want to stand next to something. Eleven. 12. And finally, the kickboxing block. You got your hands up and you're going to go to the opposite knee. You don't have to touch. Just bring it up a little, that's fine. 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. And that's that. Standing corset. Let's relax, take 2 deep breaths. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine and gathering in starlight. Centering, other side. Coming down. And 2 deep breaths. And we will open our hearts. Pause and send all that energy back out. Well, save some. Centering, 2 deep breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. And going down, gathering earthly chi, earth chi. And gathering it all in one big bunch to exhale within. Aha! Everybody good?
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, Don, how are you?
Okay.
Good. Good. And Suzanne and Hal and Jonathan, hello. Today is a Tibetans Day, so we'll twirl, yes. We're gonna twirl. I'm going to put this on the mid camera. And remember that if you don't feel like twirling, you can just rotate at the waist, hitting alternate arms, or twirl up to 11 times. And then take 2 deep breaths. We're going to go to the floor. Let me go this way. Lie down, soles of the feet are on the floor. Hands are by your side, with the fingers facing forward or under the small of your back. If you need some support in the lumbar region. You can also put them behind your neck if you need them when you come up with head, neck, and shoulders. Alternately, leave them down and just raise soles of your feet off the ground. That's the modified version. Unmodified, you're coming up with head, neck, shoulders, and your legs are extended. It's right up and down. We'll do up to 11, starting now. 1, 2, 6, 7, 11. 2 deep breaths. And we're coming up on our knees. Hands are behind you on the thigh. You can just hinge at the knees and come back, keeping the spine straight if you can't do extensions. If you can, there's 1. Come forward. 2. And 11. 2 deep breaths. Coming back and sitting down. And hands are by your hips facing forward, or if it's more comfortable, you can turn them around and put them behind you. We're going to come up into an inverted table. In the modified version, your soles of the feet are on your floor. To start, unmodified, legs are extended. I'll do 6 and 5. 1, 2, and 11. Two breaths. Get on all fours. Going to come up into a cobra from the knees. In the modified version, unmodified, you start in a down dog, and not a cobra, I'm sorry, an up dog. And let's start now. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Come around, sit down. And cross your legs. We're going to rotate in one direction 6 times and then the opposite direction 5 times. You can do it with your spine straight or come down like I will. I think I'm going to stir the pot today. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the other direction. Two breaths. Switch the position of the feet. What was on top goes on the bottom, what was in front goes behind. And we're going to do 5 in the original direction, 6 in the reverse. And I'm reversing, and I'll be stopping as always between the 5th and 6th round on this to stretch out in front. And then above each knee. 4, 5, and stretching straight ahead. Nice deep breath. One more. Left knee over the left knee. And over the right knee. And coming around, Satnam.
Thank you, as always.
Hey, Marlene. You're very welcome.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, Jonathan, take care. Suzanne?
I don't think I'll be here tomorrow, but I'll see you Friday.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Hal. Have a good day. Meme? Ava, Yoel, take care. See you all tomorrow, I hope.